I'm 7.5 months postpartum, and I've decided to start the 75 Hard Challenge. If you don't know what it is, it's a set of rules that kind of guide you to general self-improvement and fitness improvement in a 75-day span. And it's pretty rigorous as far as if you fail any of these rules, you have to start over. And it's just kind of a fun thing that I have done 3 times in the past, but only once since being a parent. So this time will be different because I now have 2 children. I have a 2.5-year-old and a 7.5-month-old. So the rules are 2 45-minute workouts, and one has to be outside no matter what the weather is. That one's a little scary, but I'll get into that later. You have to drink a gallon of water a day, and you have to take a progress picture, and you have to read 10 pages of nonfiction, have to follow a diet, and you have to have no cheat meals or alcohol. For me, this has worked really well in the past because I just like challenges, and I guess maybe it's because I'm a Virgo. I feel like I love checking things off a list, and it just, 45 minutes 2 times in a day ends up to an hour and a half of your day working out. And so it's a significant amount of time, I feel like, for most people, unless you're really into working out. It's a big change, and it really changes your life, those 75 days. So I'm really excited. You could see on my channel, I had a video before. It's kind of cringe to look back on. I mean, I look great and I am so passionate about it, but I feel like I was a little wordy in the video and didn't really get to the point. So I'm trying to not do that this video. It's hard for me. I decided to start it for a few reasons. I have wanted to get a jump on getting back into fitness and working out regularly, and nothing I've done has worked. And a lot of that has been due to just interruptions in life, like either trips or visitors being here, which we have had so much of this year. It's been crazy. But every time a trip or a visitor happens, any progress I've made, just kind of, I slide back down the hill as far as like, I just want to eat whatever, and I just don't want to take the time to exercise because I want to focus on spending time with the people. And it feels kind of selfish to exercise when you have visitors here, or whenever you're on a trip and you're seeing family that you never see. So this next 75-day stretch from now and, I should say I am on day 4 of 75 hard so far. It's been going well. I'm going to get into how it's going. By November 6th will be 75 days from the time I started. And this stretch of time in my life is perfect. And it's kind of the window of time I've been looking for as far as an opportunity. We don't have any trips planned, no major trips. We might have like a 1 or 2 night getaway, but that will be easy, I think, to fit 75 hard in during those trips. And we might have 1 visitor, but we'll see. I'm going to try to stay motivated even throughout those. Also, the weather is hopefully going to be really nice. One thing that's always a problem for me, in my mind at least, I'm sure if I were really if I were really disciplined, I could figure it out. But I never want to walk outside with the 2 kids in the stroller if it's too hot or too cold. And I feel like this window of time from late August to November, where I live, the weather will be pretty mild and cool and easy to walk in. So I'm hoping that all those things work in my favor. And also, my baby went through a really bad, rough patch of waking up all night recently, but now he's kind of back to sleeping better, and I am able to wake up a little earlier. My specific plan for 75 hard is waking up before the kids wake up in the morning at 6. They usually wake up around 7, but lately the baby's been waking up at 6. So maybe the baby will be up with me. That's happened a few times this week. So I wake up with him around 5:30 or 6, and I feed him and then bring him downstairs. In the basement, we have a treadmill. So I bring him down to the basement with me, and I do my first workout first thing in the morning before my toddler is out of bed. It's gone pretty well so far this 4 days. I feel like that will be my ticket to success if I can just be disciplined and get that first workout in before my toddler wakes up. I think all moms will get this, and so many moms have recommended to me, like, you should wake up before the kids. You need to wake up a little bit before the kids. And I used to do that with my toddler. Since this baby's been born, the second baby, I haven't really been able to do it. But now that I've done it a few times, I'm like, wow, this is just, I totally get it now. It's just so much better than while you're groggy and still processing, waking up, dealing with the demands of a toddler, and it kind of eases you into the day and gets you ready mentally for the toddler. I don't know if that makes sense, but I love her so much, but it's a lot first thing in the morning whenever I haven't had any time to myself. So on top of getting the workout in early, it's also having the side benefit of just mentally preparing me for the day. My second workout will be a few hours later, and still in the morning though, before it gets too hot, with the toddler and the 7.5-month-old in the Bob stroller that we got recently that I love, the double Bob. And so we are going to walk together that time, and we've done that every day these 4 days, and it's gone very well. We walk around our neighborhood first, and then we make it to a track at a nearby high school, and hopefully that will still be available once school starts. I just realized maybe I won't be able to use that track once school starts, which is next week, but it doesn't matter. I can just do the walk in the neighborhood, or there's a trail nearby that I've thought about going to sometimes. So that's the plan for the workouts. The water has not been hard. I mean, it's mainly just trying to get at least 2 of my 40-ounce water bottles in before noon, which does sound like a ton, but I am so thirsty since I'm breastfeeding and I sweat so much when I walk on the treadmill. The treadmill walk is an incline walk, so it is a little harder than a normal treadmill walk. It's on the full max incline, and eventually I want to start doing some treadmill walk and some weightlifting for my 45-minute indoor workout. So that's a goal. I love weightlifting, and before, when I've done 75 hard, weightlifting was a huge thing that I feel like just made me so happy and just feel so good, and also just gave me the most progress by far, I think. As far as diet, my diet of choice is just going to be trying to stay under about 2,500 calories, which is, I don't know what people think about that. It's not a super small amount, but it's also still not a lot considering the workout and the breastfeeding. To me, it feels like a big cutback considering I've been eating whatever I want, it seems like, and more. All my toddler leftovers, no, not all of them, but sometimes. So the annoying thing about that is actually having to log it. I really hate the tedious nature of just sitting there and logging every meal, but it's fine. It's worth it. I feel like it's good to know how much I'm eating and making sure I hit my protein goal, which is the other part of my diet. I want to hit at least 120 grams of protein. If I only hit 100, then that's still technically my goal, but every day I've been able to eat 120 grams of protein, which I feel like is really important for me with breastfeeding and just with everything that I want as far as gaining muscle and stuff. That's been going well. I've been eating just Greek yogurt for lunch. I've just been eating bagel and lox, or smoked salmon. And for dinner, it's all over the place. We've had steak, we've had steak a couple of times this week because I got a few, and then we just had some, and then we did the leftover. So I'm trying to really focus on protein in whatever I eat. Now, days 1 through 4 have honestly felt so good. It's been so fun. I feel like the kids like it. I think my daughter loves going out on the walks with me in the morning. And like I touched on earlier, it has been so wonderful to wake up before they wake up and before my husband wakes up, and just to have that time to myself, even though the 7.5-month-old is there with me. He's just like playing in his, I have a little bouncer type thing for him downstairs, and he plays in that, and then sometimes he gets sick of it and I move him to the floor. But overall, he's been pretty relaxed to have down there with me. I feel excited. I feel motivated. Part of the motivation will be posting this video and keeping and maybe having this be a little series on my channel. I want to have working out be a much bigger part of my life than it currently is. And this is kind of a way of pushing myself to just jump into the pool and get over it and start it big time. And hopefully it'll help. And so at the end of this 75 days, we'll have our family pictures taken, which that's kind of a big motivation for me. I know the change won't be drastic, and honestly, maybe no one else will notice any change, but I will know. I had just been doing all these things to take care of myself before those pictures. And also we will be having a little trip to see our friends. So that will be good to celebrate the end of this with that trip. But yeah, so I hope you follow along with me, and I hope you enjoy watching, and comment below if you have done 75 hard as a mom of 2 or as a mom, and let me know how it went for you and any tips. And thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.